And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They run again on first down. Cook. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
A first down throw for Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he will find his man on the outside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Gun. Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Set to Valve, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Simeon on first down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. On first down, it's Simeon. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw on second is Simeon. Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Simeon. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. On first down, they run with Howard. He's to the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Escaping the pressure right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down, Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's Cousins. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And right side here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 24. A give. This is Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Leave it, bring up 48.
A carry for Foreman, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Simeon. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, a little 360. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action here on first down, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cousins again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
All right, now here we go.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On play action, Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now Cook. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
This is Howard on 2nd down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Simeon incomplete on 1st. Here's 2nd and 10 now. A give to Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Black, 82.
They start the drive with Cook. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Two. Hey, steamer. Two.
Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with a Viking. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a first down throw, Simeon. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Simeon. He leaves this one for Howard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, Simeon. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They snap it to Simeon. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Everson Griffin in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. First down, here's Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Steps away to his left. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Right up. Slack.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They go play action. Cousins finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. From the gun, here's Simeon. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Simeon on 2nd down. He gets it to Sims, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Simeon throwing again. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Simeon on 1st down. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets them back for 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A shotgun snap for Simeon. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
this defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They are going to go with Simeon. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26, and a conversion there as well on 4th down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. To the air again, Simeon. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Throwing again is Simeon. Going to throw right side here, complete. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Anthony Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped in the contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Cousins now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Cook following the penalty, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play.
Hey, check.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. To throw it is Cousins. And no, it's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Simeon incomplete on 1st. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Simeon gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch it and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Here we go. Rose. We got 3. Hey, Steamer.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. And that play didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing his Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking 1st down. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. They run. Cook. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're sticking.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Carlson now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Gone!
To throw on 2nd is Simeon. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st down, it's Simeon. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Play action. It's Simeon. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Simeon. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Detroit! Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead. So That probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
You got 3 hard. 180. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Don't say nothing.
They pitch it out to Cook. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out,